terms, like I said, about, the white picket fence, the children, the getting married. Everybody don't want that. And that's okay. Everybody's not, that's not for everybody. Sometimes I go back and forth myself. Like, do I really want kids? Do I want to be the rich auntie? Do I want to, like, everything is not for, and then my patience is very low. Very low.
Right.
And then sometimes I'm like, oh, children, they're so adorable. Like, my nephews are so cute. And it's like, oh, you want one of those. But then it's like, so do you really have the patience to deal with everything that it means to be a parent?
Because think about it. I was just telling one of my homeboys the other day, you literally, as a mom, you have to, like, sacrifice everything. Literally, before you can wash yourself, you have to wash that child. Before you can feed yourself, you have to feed that child. Before you can clothe yourself, you have to clothe that child. You are literally putting you second, and people really don't be ready for that. Like, they quick to want to lay down and create a child and go through the whole, because who as a woman don't want to know what it feels like to be pregnant, to go through the stages, it's a part of life, is dope.
Some don't.
But most of us do. So it's like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you literally have to sacrifice, and it's not even being selfish by saying, listen, I'm this age, I don't have any children, and I'm okay with that. Because I'm not ready, like, and at the same time, we're in 2025. So at the end of the day, do you really want to bring a child in this world, in this economy? You have to really think about that. No shade to anyone that just had children, or about to have a child, anything of that sort. But it's just like, you really have to think things through. You really, it literally, like, I just don't know. I'm 34 and I just don't know. I'm still learning me. I'm still loving me. And it's just like certain stuff I'm just not ready for.
I just want to interject. I think that at the same time, because it's a lot of people that could tell you, you shouldn't have kids. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. But at the same time, it tends to be older people, right, that are telling you this. Mm-hmm. They have experienced life in a way that maybe you have not yet. Mm-hmm. And you have to remember that you went through your years of living and experiencing life. Right. We're doing so right now. Right. We're in our youth right now. Right. And because you had your children or you did what you wanted to do, and now it's like, but you got to do this. It's like, oh, but you did this too. Mm-hmm. I get it that we coming into the ending times, but at the same time, we have to live our life for us. Right. Mm-hmm. And like they said, it's better to have lived and loved than to have not loved at all. So I would rather, if God be like, listen, I'm gonna give y'all like 3 more years. So something gonna have to be done, because like, you have to get your experience out while you can. Life is not promised to anyone. Yeah. Like, it's not promised to anyone. So if I had a choice, I do want a kid, at least one. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Wow. What can I say?
You want a kid?
Yeah, I go back and forth with it. I'm gonna really have to be in love with the person, and they not like, you really can't play with me. Like, for real,
you gotta gotta be molded, like, you're not gonna by the hands of the Father of God,
of the Father Himself.
The Father.
But as far as because we really went all over with what we were saying, but do I think that our generation worked harder than our parents, or vice versa? Mm-hmm. I think that our generation works harder. I think mostly because of the economy. Mm-hmm. The economy back then. And the peer pressure was like, because rent back then was like $300. Like, can we talk? Right. Can we talk though? Mm-hmm. Because like, come on, like, rent was like $300. You could go to the store and get a thing of milk for $2, $3. Yep. Now everything is so expensive. $6. We're working hard, niece.
Baby eggs is $6.
Everything is so expensive. And I remember being at work and asking I was asking my friends at work, like, hey, like, do you feel like our generation works hard? I asked them the same question. And my friend was just like, my mom, I never saw my mom get up and go and work. She said, in all my years of being young, I've never seen my mom get up and go to work. She said she's always been on public assistance. She's always got food stamps and, collect a check from the government. And that's how our bills was paid and this and that. And it's no, she was giving her experience of what she had with her mom, and the one of the customers that were there was just like, oh, you shouldn't talk about your mom that way, and this and this and that.
That's
But
like
it's like you can't
experience.
negate somebody's experience, you know?
That's
Maybe
experience.
that's what her mom wanted at the time. You know?
Right.
Everything
Sure.
isn't for everyone. And that was her experience. That's what she saw.
Right.
So she grew up knowing, no, I want to get a job and I want to be able to provide for myself. And she's also a young mother, so she just grew up like knowing like, oh no, I'm a young mom. I gotta go and get this for me and my daughter, and that's that.
Right. And that's
So
real.
you know, so as far as economy, for sure, I feel like we have to. We have no choice but to.
Yeah.
You know, like we have to work hard because nothing is for free. They're not giving anything for free.
That's true.
I would really get into it,
Mhm.
but I don't want y'all people
Yeah, we
business.
kind of been like,
So yeah. So now we're going to go to the next topic. What advice would you give your younger self? Oh. What advice would I give my younger self? Be confident. Be confident. You got it. You're a brown girl. Brown girls are rocking it out.
Make me a little emotional.
Brown girls are rocking out. You're gonna figure it out. You're gonna figure it out. I honestly feel like I could have did more. I feel like as being a younger person, like I never had like grades that were bad in school, but I feel like I could have pushed it as much as I could. Like I remember being in high school and I could have got an advanced Regents diploma. I got a Regents diploma. I could have got an advanced one, but I just didn't feel. I'm just like, no, like, you know, I'll get by on the Regents. And my mom was pushing for me to get the advanced Regents, but it's just like, Mom, like, like, girl, let's wrap this up. You know what I mean? But I'm happy about her being able to see us all graduate. Except she didn't see Titus graduate, but we were there for her. Yeah. But as far as that, I would say, yeah, be more confident. Love who you are.
Yes. Yes.
Before anyone else can love you other than Christ.
That's it.
You must love you.
Ooh, talk about it, baby.
You must take care of you. Right? Like you have to love yourself. If nobody's gonna believe in you, you believe in you. Because nobody else can believe what you don't believe. Right. If you don't see it in you, no one else is gonna see it.
So true. That is so true.
Literally, no one else is gonna see it. That's my advice to the youth. Be all about you. If you don't have children, I mean, still, even if you have children, believe in you. Right. You gotta show them something. They'll be able to see, like, mommy or daddy, like, yeah, they believe in themselves. They're confident. They know, like, I'm gonna get the job done. If you don't do it for you, do it for them.
That's right.
But definitely do it for you.
Yes.
Give them something to believe in.
That's great.
Someone to believe in their household. Because a lot of people look up to people that they don't even know. You looking up to Michael Jordan, he ain't never met you a day in your life.
Right.
But your father or your mom, like, they're in your household with you consistently. Very Whoever's true. In your life, your cousin, your aunt, grandparents. You know what I'm saying?
True, yeah.
Let us all be someone that our younger self needed.
Yeah.
To the younger generation.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
So definitely, I feel like that's definitely something that I would tell my younger self. Yeah.
Yeah. That was good. What would I tell my younger self? I would tell my younger self to be strong. I would tell my younger self to not be so fearful. I would tell my younger self to like protect your heart. I would tell my younger self, don't be so gullible. Don't think that everyone has the same heart as you. Everyone wasn't raised the same as you. It's a lot of things I would tell my younger self. But I like to every young girl, to every young boy, God give you a gift. He placed something inside you. It's important for you to fulfill your purpose. It's important for you to get everything that God has for you. It's important for you to be obedient to your parents and to the Spirit of God. It's important for you to honor who you are, what you stand for, where you come from, your foundation, and stay grounded and anchored in God. That's my best advice, is to stay with God. If you don't know God, it's best to get to know Him. And whatever that may look like for you, it's not gonna look the same for everyone.
Right.
But it's important to do that. It's important to always pivot, to always reach as high as you can. Don't settle. Our problem is we settle, especially in our culture. We settle. We're so used to settling that we don't know what it is to do more, to think out the box, to not put us in a box and not put God in a box. So it's like it's very important. And I love conversations like this because it can reach somebody, it can touch somebody.
Definitely.
It's real. It's real out here. And at the end of the day, that's what I would tell my younger self, to be strong. To be strong. And it's okay to be set aside. It's okay to be different. It's okay to stand out.
To be unique.
It's okay to be unique. That's one of my favorite words. It's okay to be unique. That's it.
I think at the same time, I like to add something too. Also, who's in your environment? Who do you have in your circle? Like, you have to be clear of your path. You have to be clear of the people that you have around you, your friends, even if it's, some people, everybody not close with their family. And I've learned to understand that because I have such a great family that it kind of hurts my soul when people be like, I'm not close to my family. And it's like,
I'm not close to my sister.
What do you
I'm not close to my, and they be
like, darling, what do you mean? That's your blood, that's your people, and I get it. Like, everybody don't have that closest. They're not raised the same.
Right.
And, that's fine. But the people in your environment, be careful who you tell your dreams to, what you want to do in life. Because they said, like, dream killers really exist, guys. They really exist. People that don't believe in you, they're always negative. Those people you do not need around
That's
you.
right.
You do not need them around you whatsoever. Like, at all. You want to be a teacher. You want to be a doctor. You want to be whatever you want to be. And their first thing is always like, oh, that's too much. Oh, you're going to have to, you know how many years you're going to be in school? You know how, you know this, you know that. And they always have something negative to say. Keep them out of your circle.
That's right.
Keep them out of your circle.
Right. And pray for friends. Pray for friends that's gonna help you to soar. That's like-minded like you. That want not the same things, but that want to succeed. If I'm around a bunch of people that's not succeeding, around a bunch of broke people that are not trying to pivot, people that are not trying to evolve, that's not trying to grow, I'm gonna be the same way. I'm literally gonna be the same way. It's people that I had to like cut off, that it hurt so bad, that I still think about from time to time, or till this day, that were very close to me, very dear to me, and I still pray for them and everything, and I'm not no better than them or that person. But it's like, baby, where God is trying to take you, or where you're called to be, you can't take everybody with you. And guess what? Now I have to pray for friends that's on the same level as me. I can't stay in that same realm because where I'm going is different from where they was going, and where they're going is different from where I'm going. So at the end of the day, it's nothing wrong with having friends that's supportive, having friends that want it. And then you gotta you really need to, like, if you're saved, and I'm talking to all the saved people, the saved young people, old, whoever. If you're saved, you need people that's around you that's saved like you. You can't be around people that's not saved like you. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you can, but it's depending on where you are in life, and what's your environment, and where you're going, and where you are in God. And that's real. Like, that's real.
I just had a thought.
I've been praying for a long time for friends that are saved, that are...
I saw a post, and it said between the ages of like about maybe like 20 to about like in your 30s, well in your 30s, those are like the most interchanging parts of your life. Your circles are not going to stay the same. A lot of times you had a bestie that you just knew y'all was going to be together till y'all was 83 years old. Y'all was never going to part. And it's just like, it's okay when relationships change. Some people are for a season, and some people are for a lifetime.
Yep.
Don't keep the seasonal person for a lifetime, and they're not meant to go with you.
That's right.
You have to understand the difference. Some people, they just was with you for this amount of years, and that's okay. Like, y'all can still be cool.
Right.
It don't mean like, oh, well, I ain't gotta talk to them, or I ain't gotta, it don't have to be that. It could be like, hey,
Right.
someone that may have been your acquaintance, maybe you will get closer to them.
Right.
And in the very one that you was with like every day, maybe they, you know, it departs, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still have friends from high school that I kick it with today.
Right.
We ain't talking years, but that's fine. You know, like you have to
Right.
know how to deal with people in your friendships and how things should go. But
Right.
like you're always growing, always evolving. You never stop growing. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 92.
Right.
You're still growing
That's
every
true.
single day. You're still learning.
That is true.
Remember
very
that.
true.
That's a great thing to remember.
Yeah.
But we really thank y'all for watching this video.
Yes. Thank you
If
for
you made it
watching
to the
the
end. If
video,
you made it to the
guys.
end, comment down below. Comment down below what you would tell your younger self. What advice you would give to your younger self.
Yes.
For sure.
And today we're celebrating the new year. It's 2025. And we just thank God for seeing another year. We thank God for everything that He's going to do for our channel, everything that He's going to do in our lives, in our nephews' lives, in our siblings' lives, in our dad's life. We are just grateful for what He's going to do for our family just on this year alone.
Yes.
We are just hoping for the best and praying that everything works out and everyone stays covered and they just continue to pivot.
Yes, and it's only up from here. We're doing
Right.
better, we're living better, and we're being better in 2025.
Yes.
Thank y'all for
guys.
watching. Bye.
Bye.